Right, hello there everyone, welcome back to Redmond TV and welcome to another Redmond Roundup. Before we get into the Jurgen, Klopp and Thiago stuff, I just want to mention to you, streams will be back tonight and they will be back every single night right here on Redmond TV. So if you enjoy, do smash a like. If you don't enjoy, smash a dislike and let me know in the comments down below why you don't like the videos. That'd be grand, because constructive criticism is always key. Anyway, let's talk about the main situation at hand. I want to make sure that this isn't connecting to the thing because that's my microphone. I want to talk about the Thiago Saudi Arabia stuff, but first of all, Fabrizio Romano mentioned Jurgen Klopp in a tweet earlier. Don't know why, because I don't understand. I didn't even see links about this, but you're onto the way Jurgen's linked with the German job every single summer, and Jurgen always comes out and says, I'm not taking that job. I do think it's one that could be there for him one day, but Fabrizio came out earlier and said Jurgen Klopp's agent is not Jurgen Klopp's agent came out and said that Klopp is not looking to go and get the Germany job, which I just think it's weird the way they try and link him to Bayern or Germany. Obviously, Bayern have got Tuchel, so it wouldn't make too much sense to make that link. But yeah, I thought that was interesting because I never saw nothing on it, but let me know if I missed something. Anyway, let's talk on Thiago. In the midst of Bernardo Silva possibly going to Saudi Arabia and other players going back and forth, we've got the Declan Rice links now as well, because Man City have now entered the race to sign Declan Rice, so Arsenal have got some tough blood on their hands. But Liverpool, meanwhile, we're out here going ahead and signing Thuram. Oh yeah, Thuram might be boss. I'm actually not trying to crap on Thuram. I think he could be amazing. But when you see Newcastle trying to get Tonali and then you've got Arsenal trying to get Declan Rice, it's, what have Arsenal done in the past 5-6 years to, go after bigger signings than Liverpool? You know what I mean? Like, I just don't understand why we're in this position where we've got to go out fishing like as if we're Brentford. I'm not saying that we don't spend money. Of course we spend money, but we never buy the, you know what I mean? Just them juicy names, lads. I know I'm being a bitch. I know I am, but I'm just confused. I can only associate it with bad ownership, but then the FSG inners will be like, oh, but mate, they've saved us from 2010 and at least we're not Everton. You fucking top reds, shut up. I'm not arsed. I just want boss players. I don't want, like Thuram. He's someone who I question. I'm sick of having signings in which I question. The only one I haven't questioned was Thiago, and he was crap. But that should not be the sole premise, nor case study, to suggest that we shouldn't go after big names. Speaking of Thiago, he's linked with Saudi Arabia. And I don't even know if there's any concrete thing to this news, but who knows? Maybe in a week's time, they can just put in a bid of 30 million and then we just sell Thiago, because that'd be productive. We're never going to get 30 million for Thiago. Imagine getting profit for a player like Thiago, who's played once every 3 weeks. But I'd keep him. I'm someone who's in the camp of keeping Thiago. If you can have that player available once every 3 games, you significantly and explosively improve your chances of competing for trophies. And that's what I care about. I care about squad depth, because if we sell Thiago for 30 mil, that's going right into FSG's arse pocket once they get Thuram in, because I think once they've got Thuram, they're done. And I've been on this thing like 2 more midfielders, but I'm not seeing any movement on the likes of Tyler Morton, like any loan moves or even permanent transfers. The only one I've seen go is Leighton Clarkson, so I'm thinking, wait, there is Tyler Morton and Bajcetic and all these players going to be a part of the plans next season? Because if so, if that's the case, if you believe they were good enough, then you wouldn't need 2 more midfielders. Now, I don't know if you're on the same train as me, but I don't think they're good enough. I am fuming, chat, if we... not right now. Bajcetic could be boss. And Tyler Morton's Tyler Morton, and I think he could be all right, but why are we relying on these players? It's so shit. So yeah, we're after Thuram. All these other teams are after big players, and Thiago could go away to Saudi Arabia. Let me know if you keep him or sell him in the comments down below, and just let me know about the whole situation, because I feel like you've got to understand more and more every day. Just when you see we're supposed to be at least one of the 2 top teams, biggest club in England. I'm not going to set off the debate, but we're in that conversation. We've got the most trophies, single trophies, out of any other team. I believe it's major trophies, actually. I'm not too sure. But either way, most silverware. Guys, if that's the case, which is the case, then that means we've got to be going out there with a bigger intent. Can you imagine Bill Shankly in his grave seeing us being linked with meaty ballers? And I'm not trying to say Thuram's a meaty baller, but he's not a proven baller, and he's not great at anything. People defend Thuram in the comments down below, like, oh, he's a defensive midfielder and he's decent technically. He's okay technically, and he's okay at defending. That does not mean, getting okay midfielders when you've just finished 5th is not the way forward. And I don't mean it's not the way forward, because like you say, he's 21, 22, he's got time. Why are we buying players who need time? And if you want to buy players who you can grow into the team over the years, where's the first team players? Where's the right here, right nows? Where's the who's that you would like to think Liverpool could sign? Jeez Louise, we were signing better players than this. Like, at least Aquilani was a little bit of excitement. You know what I mean? Thiago Aspas, established name in La Liga. Like, even though these were shit signings, we went out there and showed the intent. I'm getting a phone call. I don't know if that's good. I'm going to just cut it off a sec because I don't know if it's ruining the audio. Like, even when we signed Benteke and Balotelli, why do we always get meaty signings? Like, people seem to think FSG just signed decent players. Like, there was names that we were getting pre-FSG era, which at least it showed intent. Whereas now, it's like, throughout the whole tenure, it's been your Adam Lallana's, and Adam Lallana was signed, I know, before you Adam Lallana, do you meet riders, just jump on me. No, but pause. But then you've got Ricky Lambert, then you've got Mario Balotelli, and I'm fuming of these meaty football. Mario Balotelli and Ricky Lambert were the two solutions to selling Luis Suarez. It was crazy. I just don't get why, and yes, I'm being a victim. I don't get why we can move forward in this sense and think we can compete for leagues and champions. Because every season, this season, I've had people coming to me saying we're going to win the league or we're going to compete for the league. On what premise? On what fundamental premise? How do you not know we just had one good era of amazing football? And by the way, I only ask these things because I'm genuinely looking for solutions. I'm not doing it because I want to be right. I'm not right about loads of things. I'm not good at maths. I'm not good at, like, a lot of things. There's a reason why I talk about football. I would be a footballer otherwise. But there's a reason why I'm not good at many things. And I want to get better at this. Therefore, I'm finding the answer to realise why the majority perception of everyone in the Liverpool fan base is we're going to go and compete again. Off of what premise? We've just signed McAllister. Fair enough, McAllister's a good player. You know, and I do think he makes us better. But if you don't get nothing around McAllister, then what's the point in getting Lionel Messi for Accrington Stanley? Don't miss it. There was a point there. I never just changed topics. Messi, Accrington Stanley. Whoa, what? Yeah, that got you delayed. I'm saying, why would you get McAllister in a midfield, which has been an underperforming midfield, inconsistent people like Thiago, and not build around it? And Thuram could be that player, but if he's not right here, right now, then what's the jump? Where's the leap? You know, I mean, we don't need to just make a little jump or a step. We need to make a leap of faith to get back into that top two. So, I'm surprised we're not going into a season saying, yeah, we can win. We can get first. Like, at least me. Other people are. But anyway, that's like a rant over and done with. You know what I mean, mate? I'm not too sure what you all think about it. But I just needed to get it off. Tonali to Newcastle. Like, imagine a Newcastle fan coming up to you a couple of years ago, speaking to you like this and saying, mate, we're going to finish above you and we're going to sign mega players from Europe. And I'm like, what? Like, where are we in this equation? And I just want to emphasise that it wouldn't make a difference if we had, do you know the 2 league titles that we missed out on? If we'd won those league titles, I'd argue we would have signed less players because they were the league winners. And you need to blame everyone at the football club for this. Just such a lack of agency, you know what I mean? Like, owners, the manager, I'm surprised the managers aren't fuming, you know. Like, how you just sound with this? And you know what? Yeah, even Jurgen Klopp needs to have a shout because, I don't know, lad, like, he speaks about the Europa League like it's boss. I wish he kind of just, I wish he spoke about it like as if to say, listen, we're going to go for it because we want to win every competition with him, but, you know, we've won the Champions League. Like, who cares about winning the Championship if you've won the Premier League before? You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm just worried about the standards is the purpose of the outrage and the confusion. Because as you can see, I'm not highly intelligent. I know about some things. I'm a Christian, and I've even been asking God recently, like, what's the answers? And I don't know what the answers are. And the answers just seem to be based on logic and a few here's and there's. That we're going to be meaty for the next couple of years. Until I see a statement otherwise, guys, could be a long season, yeah. Could be a long season, guys. I love every single one of you. I will see you all in another life.